Hello traders, Day Trader Matt here of businesswithtrading.com, doing a trading strategy recap for Monday the 17th of August. And today was another interesting day and a fun one. Today we had 3 trades and we were 2 for 1. Market opened with a nice gap down, came down a little more, chopped around, and then it took off to the upside, which was pretty interesting. So our first trade of the day occurred right over here. We took a short right up here, and we took profits down here on the way down. Obviously price came down a little more, and then it started to take off to the upside. So we actually got short right up here, which in hindsight obviously was a bad idea. It looked kind of in real time like maybe it was turning out to be a little bit more bullish, but it looked like it was still possible to come down a little more. That didn't really happen, and then price did turn over and keep going higher. So that was interesting. So we did get stopped out of that one right in here, and then price kept going up, and we watched it, got long right here, and we were able to take profits towards the upper end of this, and then it chopped sideways into lunch. So that's basically what we did today in our E-mini trading room. We were trying to put on a few option positions, but the pricing just wasn't really working. So it is what it is. Our style at a Business with Trading is just to wait on our setups. With any trade, we have our price, and either it gets hit or it doesn't get hit. We did have a couple orders out today that we ended up taking off. We had a short order up here and never got to it, so we took that off. And that's the way trading is. Some trades you're going to get filled on, some trades you're not going to get filled on. The interesting thing was we had 3 option trades we tried to get filled on today. Neither one of them got filled. So, sometimes that's the way it works. But, being able to manage a business, which trading is a business. If you don't treat your trading like a business, then you're probably just losing a lot of money. But being able to wait for our setups, if the order gets taken, great. If not, we're just going to wait on the sidelines and look for something better. That's the way I approach things, and that's one of the big reasons why, if you look at our performance numbers, they're actually pretty good. Because we're able to do that. We wait for our setups, we wait for the market to move to tell us something, and then we take our trades. Once this started to go higher, we got stopped out. It went higher a little bit more, and it came down and supported, and then came up. As it came down, there was a very high likelihood that the market went higher. So instead of just saying, oh, I got stopped out, let me just jump in long, which it would have worked out in this scenario, but there are many other scenarios where it just would not work out. So that's not really a strategy that we employ. It's a strategy that I talk about in the trading course, because I can get very granular in things, and I can record hours and hours and hours and hours of video, so that way I can talk about it. In a 5-10 minute video here, or even in the trading room, there's just not enough time to really talk about it. But it's not really a strategy that I'm big on doing, because it only sets up every now and then. So anyway, we did get stopped out of it. We decided to wait on it, because being conservative is the way I like to approach the trading room. Whenever I'm trading my own money, I can be a little more aggressive, but whenever others are actually following me, it's kind of difficult to be aggressive, because when I lose money on my own, it's not very cool. But when others lose money because of me, it really just sucks. It's like a punch in the face sometimes. But anyway, not to get on too big of a tangent, I wanted to talk about today about being patient, being able to wait on our trades, being able to have clear objectives set. You know, we get in here, our stop's going to be at this area, and our target's going to be down here. You know, and when I say stop in this area, I mean there's an exact stop. When we get into a trade, we have a stop. We get into a trade, we have a stop. You know, there's no let's get into a trade and then we'll figure out our stop if the market goes against us. It's if we get into a trade, we have a stop. Because being able to do that, yeah, we're going to get stopped out sometimes, but it's going to limit our losses. Today we were 2 for 1, meaning we did have a loss. We had this stop out right here, but we still made 6.25 points. You know, that's the point I'm trying to talk about, is being able to minimize your losses. You know, mitigate your risk is a phrase that I use a lot. So that way, when we do make money, we're able to, you know, go above and beyond what we lost. You know, if we don't have a stop when we get in, let's say we got into this trade and we're like, okay, if price goes against us, then we'll place a stop, which a lot of people do, you know, which seems odd, but they do it. So you get in and the price starts to go against you. You're like, oh man, so where's my stop going to be at? You know, you could place your stop above here, but, you know, that's really far away from your entry. You could say like, okay, well, I'll take half of it, halfway between here and here. So you could have had your stop here. Well, that's still a crazy amount of risk because we were short from down here. So that's a crazy amount of risk. We got stopped out down here. You know, and it's all about being able to mitigate your risk and maximize your profit. So that's the whole objective here. That's what we try to look at, and that's what I go over in intense amount of detail, in an immense amount of detail. I was supposed to say there, in the trading courses. You know, because I have a lot of time to talk about things. And one thing we're going to implement is we're going to start a mastermind group off of the trading courses. So if you remember any of the trading courses, we're going to start mastermind groups. And it's going to be a few months away. And we're talking about it, throwing it around, you know, charging an extra monthly fee on that. But I think what I'm going to do is all the trading course members that are already in the trading course are just going to be grandfathered into that. So anybody who takes a course before September is going to be grandfathered into that. Anybody who takes one after, it'll have to be a monthly fee. And I think we're going to start probably sometime around October. It might be, yeah, probably in October. So we're going to talk about it, throw it around. So, you know, if you're watching this, you're part of the trading course, you know, send in questions, you know, something you want me to go over a little bit more. I know this isn't the appropriate forum for that, but I just want to talk about that a little bit. So that's one thing we're going to start doing in the future. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video, got something out of it. You can always leave feedback below. If you have any, you know, questions about today's discussion, leave it below. That's what the comment section is for. You can also email me directly, support@abusinesswithtrading.com. With that, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.